Hi everyone, I'm Becky and welcome to Becky's AngelScopes. I'm so happy you're joining me here today. It is autumn in the Northern Hemisphere where I am, and so I hope for all of you, the pumpkins are on the porch and the mums are blooming in the garden. It is indeed going to be a wonderful autumn. For those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, it's springtime, so enjoy that as well. Now, happy birthday, Libra, and happy birthday upcoming, my dear and fabulous Scorpios. It is a very powerful time for manifesting what your heart desires, because it is said that on your birthday, as you blow out the candles and make your wish, you have a direct line to source energy to manifest whatever your heart desires, as long as it is in the highest and best good of all concerned. So expect that fabulous birthday gift to come to you soon. All that being said, I want to thank my subscribers for subscribing. It is such a joy to see that you enjoy these readings. And those of you who are just visiting, we welcome you to join us and subscribe as well. And if you decide that you would like a private reading with me, I would be honored to do that for you. I do readings on just about any particular area of life, and I have many different spreads that are available. And of course, we always give the last word to the angels of love and light. All that being said, it is time to look into the month of October. I'll see you there. Hi Taurus, and welcome to your October 2017 reading. We are going to be reading for a love reading this time around, and we're going to be using a 5-card spread. In the first position, we'll be talking about a general situation going on between you and someone who is foremost in your mind as we come to the reading today. Or if you don't have anyone in particular in mind, the first card we draw today will help us with how you are how you are seeing love at this time. In the second position, we will draw a card to see how this other person feels about you, or if you don't have anyone particular in mind, in general, how your attitude is toward love as it comes to you. And in position 3, we'll be talking about how you actually feel about this other person, or for those of you without a particular person in mind, how you are regarding love at this time in your life and the possibilities for it and how open you are to it. And in position 4, we'll be talking about obstacles or any kind of blockages that may be in place for a relationship to move forward or come together from the beginning. For those of you without anyone in particular in mind, it will be an instructive card to you and to really get at what's blocking love from entering your life, if anything at all. And in the 5th position, we will be looking at the outcome or advice card, which will help all of us, either those of you who have people in mind, how to move forward productively from here, and for those of you in a general sense who do not have anyone particular in mind, it will be an instructive card as well to help you bring forward love into your life. So let's get started. Our deck we'll be using today for most of the reading is Wheel of the Year Tarot, and I love it. It's got the 4 seasons represented here, and it's a very colorful deck with lots of autumn colors. We'll be crowning the reading today with Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels Oracle Cards deck, which is also beautiful, and we've used it before. Okay, so let's get started. I've already created a sacred space and we're ready to begin. Angels, we are reading for Taurus, October 2017. And what is the general situation between Taurus and the person that is foremost in their mind today regarding love? Angels, how does this person, the object of Taurus's desire, feel about Taurus? Angels, how does the object of Taurus's desire feel about them at this moment? Angels, we're asking for a card about how Taurus feels about the object of their desire. Angels, we are asking for in a card that speaks to any obstacles between a relationship between Taurus and the object of their desire. And also, angels, the last card today, any advice for Taurus or outcomes for Taurus and the object of their desire. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and turn over our cards and take a look, Taurus. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Okay, Taurus, the first card we have here is the High Priestess in position 1. Position 2, we've got the 5 of Cups. Position 3, we've got the 5 of Swords. And position 4, we've got the 9 of Pentacles. And I hope you can see that. And we'll turn up position 5, the overall card, as we get to it. So let's start now. All right, let me just check the camera and make sure everything is still in focus for you. And I think what I'll do is move everything a little bit over that way. I think that might be better for you. Let me just double check that. Yeah, you can see that. Okay, good, Taurus. Okay, let's get started. Now we said in position 1, we have the High Priestess, and we ask the angels to speak to the general situation between you and the object of your desire. And we do indeed have the High Priestess. All right. Now, as we can see in this card, the High Priestess is sitting on this, what appears to be a crescent of some sort, and she has beautiful flowers and lilies beneath her feet. Looks like lilies of the valley and other lilies, yellow lilies as well. She has a sacred text on her lap, and she is the holder of knowledge, as it were. Now, the High Priestess is a major arcana, so it represents a major energy at work here. So this seems like this is a fairly important situation between you and the object of your desire, the person that was foremost in your mind today. The High Priestess can represent secrets. She can represent hidden information or information that's not disclosed to you at this time. So it seems like to me the general situation between you and this other person is somewhat of a mystery. The High Priestess can speak to the mysteries going on in a situation, something that is being kept in this sacred text until later on when it will be revealed to you. So at this point, it looks like to me that there's a lot of unknowns between you and this other person. And looking at the other cards in front of me here, I'm going to have to say that it seems like this relationship is probably, or situation, and even if it's not yet a relationship formally, has had some upsets recently, and going forward from here, it seems to be sort of unknown at this point as to what's going to, the energy surrounding it. It's a little bit of a mystery that may be revealed later. So let's take a look. All right. That's the overall energy. It's a little bit unknown at this point. Now, how does the person that you are thinking about, how do they feel about you right now? Okay. Right here we've got the 5 of Cups, and you'll see this woman is quite upset. She's got 5 cups here in front of her, and they seem to have spilled their contents into this particular flower bed. And it looks like that's upset her quite a bit, and it has. The 5 of Cups traditionally is a card of regret. Now, because it is a Cups card, it is emotional regret. Somebody, I'm thinking that this other person really does regret something that has transpired between you and the other person. sometimes this can refer to a choice that this other person made, whether they've left the situation or whether there's been any kind of, emotional turmoil between you two. But I would have to say that the person that you are thinking about, this person definitely feels like they are regretting either an action they took or something that transpired between you. So they're thinking twice about it now, Taurus. It looks like definitely they're just extremely regretful about whatever has transpired between you two. And the reason I say between you two is because this is how you are feeling about the other person. Now we've got the Five of Swords. Now this particular card, you can see there's been a battle, an argument, a battle of some kind, and this gentleman in the foreground here has taken 3 swords, and 2 swords actually, and his own. And he's also kind of drawn a line in the sand here at the bottom. And he's walking away, the victor, and he's leaving these gentlemen in the dust behind. So it seems like to me you're feeling this way about this other person. Remember this other person now. You are feeling this way. And what I see, Taurus, here, this could be you. You could have walked away the victor, and you could feel like the other person in this situation is one of the persons who's been defeated. It's almost like you've had an argument and there's been words exchanged. Swords are cutting words sometimes. Cutting words can wound just as much as steel. And so they wound the soul, where steel wounds the body, but cutting and fighting and cutting words and are deeply felt wounds in the soul. And so what I'm thinking, it could go, you're feeling you are the victor and you've left this other person wounded, and they're feeling regretful about any kind of fight or argument that has ensued between you two. Or it could be you feel like you have been the victim here and defeated, while this other person has thrown the sword down, drawn a line in the sand, has won the argument, has taken away your defenses, and has walked away the victor. But this is what we call a Pyrrhic victory, and it means that this person here really didn't win anything at all. They really didn't. They think maybe they did, but they really didn't. It's not a satisfying win, and that's exactly what we see here. If we look at the pair together, this is how you feel about them. This is how they feel about you. They're regretting whatever transpired here, Taurus. Okay? And at this point right now, it's unknown. It's unknown. It's not really being disclosed to us. Spirit's not really going to say much about what the outcome is, because it feels like to me that this is something that's just happened. And it may be too soon to know how these energies are going to play out, but we're going to keep looking and see what we can come up with. All right. Now, when we get to position 4, what are the obstacles to a relationship with this particular person you have in mind? And we've got the 9 of Pentacles. Now, in this card here, you can see that this gentleman has worked hard. He's worked hard. He's established quite a solid foundation for himself. He is experiencing the feeling of abundance and well-being and a future for himself. He doesn't really feel the need to be with this person over here in the background. He's perfectly content. He's established his own security there. And it can sometimes speak to being on one's own, So basically, I just heard isolating. So there may be a situation where the two of you are not able to come together because maybe one of you has decided to go it alone. And it feels like you're better off alone without that other person. I don't know what transpired, but something definitely has transpired. It looks like a disagreement of quite some magnitude. And somebody within that relationship or within that dynamic may be deciding, you know what, I'm fine on my own. I'm going to go it alone. But it is a sense of prosperity and abundance here. So it's almost like, you know, there's still this person lingering in the background. So I would say that it's not completely over, but there is a chance, you know, this person could easily turn around and bring this other person into the scene. So in other words, the obstacle may be to resist the urge to wall yourself off, or the other person needs to resist the urge to wall themselves off. And remember, we said here there was a line drawn in the sand. And there may be a need for both of you to resist the urge to turn your back on each other and sort of go off on another path if you feel like there's something beneficial still to be gained from this particular situation. And it does indeed look quite like something very, very, not traumatic, that's too strong of a word, but the word I'm trying to think of is, I don't know, upsetting to say the least has transpired, and there may be a tendency for everyone to just go your separate ways. Okay, now the final card is the outcome or advice card, and let's see what we've got. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. Taurus, can you not see this beautiful Two of Cups? This is the soulmate card, or twin flame card, whatever you want to call it. It's two souls coming together in beautiful harmony, in great vibrational match to one another with these beautiful cups. It truly is. Oh, it's one of the most beautiful cards in the deck for great love. And it looks like to me, Taurus, that the outcome or advice is to give this person another chance. Try to work this out. If you can work it out, if you can reconnect with this person and bring them into this picture, bring them back into the fold, as it were, or you both together, the advice is, and outcome is, it could manifest and transform into this beautiful, beautiful love relationship. So that kind of makes me think that what's transpired here in these two cards together, what has transpired here is really, it might have been a bit of a disagreement, but it's not so serious as to sever completely the relationship. And so I think the Spirit wants you to know that there is still a chance to achieve this beautiful, beautiful picture. And I'm struck again by the lilies here. And I just heard the sacred book. There's power in accessing your higher self, in accessing Spirit, your angels, to call them in to guide you. And this high priestess can refer to spiritual guidance, to Spirit coming in and guiding you. And that's what they're asking you to do, is reach up and ask for help. The clues are in the sacred texts or in Spirit, as it were, symbolic of Spirit and guidance from Spirit. And that's exactly what is on the table for you. Spirit is standing by. Your angels are standing by. They are going to help you if you want to call this person back into your life to mend whatever went awry. There is a chance for this beautiful union. Oh, I'm so happy to see that. Now, Taurus, before we go, let's go ahead and see what the Romance Angels are saying. Romance Angels, we have Taurus here for October 2017. Could you give us some insight into their reading today as a final message for Taurus of 2017? Here we go. Wow. Wow, I just got chills on this one. Taurus, look at this beautiful card. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Open your heart, Taurus. Open your heart. Share the abundance of love and generosity that you hold. Mend this disagreement, whatever it was, and know that if you can do that, it is indeed safe for you to give your love. You are guided from above to every step of the way to manifest that and achieve that, but it is indeed safe for you to love. Wow. Open your heart. Open your heart for giving and receiving love. Wow, that's a beautiful, beautiful reading. I just love looking at those 3 cards. Gorgeous. Taurus, I hope this has helped you. I hope it speaks to you. It is my sincere wish that it does. And I wish you all the best for October, including peace, richest blessings, and great love beyond your wildest dreams. And so it is.